Welcome in to Auriga Stars, a fate-accelerated actual play. Today is our season finale, and though it'll be ending for the time being, we will be back for season 3, winking at Girls Run These Worlds. So, let's go through some quick introductions. We'll do a little recap and we'll get right into it. Hello, I am Ultramirage, your god and GM. Pronouns they, them. I play everybody that they don't. Humalu.
Hi, I am Emma Humalu on the internet. I use she, they pronouns. I am playing Nico. who uses they, them, and they are the aspect of the seer. And things are okay. They met with their gams and everything's fine.
Jill.
Hi, I'm Jill, also known as Ghosty JK. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Risai, whose constellation is the dragon. She uses she, her pronouns, and we're just going to be there for Nico right now.
Yeah, absolutely healthy coping mechanisms going on here. Torin.
Hello, everyone. I am Torn, or Torn Talks Creativity. My pronouns are she, they. I'm playing Makoto Shauna, whose pronouns are she, her, and she is the aspect of the ram. She's doing great.
Yup.
Yep.
Julia.
Hi everyone, my name is Julia. I use they and she pronouns. Today I am playing Giselle, she, her, who is my beloved ballerina cat girl, who is possessed of the spirit of the guardian lion. She is doing great. And as you can probably tell from my voice and lanky, so am I. I'm going to do my best to be here with all of you for all of our season finale. But I may not have as witty and funny of quips as I always do. So
It's okay. We love you. Rest up, take it easy. Health is priority over game. I promise. All right. And Kate.
Hello, I am Kate, Kate Orange Sky 11 on most of the internet, and I am playing Cersei, who uses they, them. Oh, I use any and all pronouns. Cersei uses they, them pronouns, and they are a mixed bag of feelings right now because they just had a call with their girlfriend that maybe said to call them back in an hour, so
This is probably fine.
it's fine.
Yeah. And if you could all show off the little season finale gifts that I sent you guys, because I'm so proud of skinning all 5 Campas that exist and turning them into a dice bag.
they skinned him.
And I'll do it again.
So we all have different insides. So mine has little ballerinas.
Mine's like red, shiny, scaly.
Yeah, I have astrology gay things. Astrology gay. Yeah.
And mine is fuzzies. It's all fuzzies. Fuzzy.
And mine has little. I gotta do the influencer thing. I've got little. What is this called? Oh my gosh, leaves.
Yeah.
He's also chunky at the moment. So
Yes. And there were dice sets included, personalized to everybody. Torn, in particular, got a metal die because Makoto and her big stompies.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that.
I love them.
I don't
Thank
have
you.
mine ready to
Yeah.
show right now. I'm so sorry. So you'll just imagine them.
Oh, they're beautiful. All right. So, thank you guys for showing that off. I'm very proud. Tiki. So, last session, you guys had some downtime after a rather horrifying encounter with one of the generals, but you won. Teehee. So, you all kind of talked with each other or just spent some time by yourselves ruminating and processing the fact that there's a lot to process, but one of the most prominent things being the fact that you guys did take a human life. Whoops. But after some very beautiful, heartfelt moments, lots of blanket forts and such, I believe a confession of love between our winged babies. Eventually, Nico's grandmother showed up and was like, hey, I also have the sight. And I saw that shit was going down. Here's some clothes, baby. Here's some
Yeah.
fresh baked goods.
Mhm.
It was a solid like half hour of that. But found out that there are indeed fells starting to break through Nico's home. They've got it under control for now, but as a safety net, Campa went back with Grandma to just make sure it's reinforced for the time being until you guys are ready to tackle it. And he suggested you guys take a small break and enjoy a race down the Gilded Gorge. Mwah. So, you all arrived and met some, or at least saw, some interesting figures already showing off their mounts and rides and trying to get the crowd's approval. Dear sweet Cersei, you got Seedbee back with no Bria attached. But you did get a little note in a bag full of miscellaneous shiny rocks and little trinkets that were like, made me think of you, Teehee. And had a brief conversation that definitely did not end on a somewhat worrying note. What I would like to know is, what do you do in that hour in between after the call?
I think Cersei. I do think Cersei runs down because there's no way they're gonna be able to hide C2B, so they kind of put him on their head. Runs down the hill because they've definitely been longer than a reasonable bathroom trip, and gets back to the barbecue with the crew. Hi guys, I'm back. And
Predator mode activated.
look who I found.
Seedbee.
Indeed, you did.
Oh,
I thought
He was, but Bria sent some gifts, and I'll just hold up the little bag. And I kind of set up a connection with them somehow. I like the ones that we have, like the mental connection. And she said to call her back in an hour. So that's a thing.
okay.
So what'd you say?
I just said that I missed her, and that I was thinking about her too, and I'm thinking about, I want to send him back, but I want to give him a little bit of a rest. But I just want to go get perhaps some things for her and send them back. I'm sure they don't really get stuff like this on the other side, so.
yeah. That's nice that she got you gifts.
Everybody here, like, that's so nice of her.
Well, it's genuine from Nico.
Besides, like thinking of the thing that Nico told us about the like, kind of like joining with the seer to look on Geis, and the feeling of like warmth and a hug that they sent to Bria, and how that made them falter. So that's like going through Rasai's head right now. Like, is this related?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
You're Charlie Day with the.
I feel like I'm being made
Cersei
fun
voice.
of right now.
Well, that's good. Do you think the jog?
The
well, that's Good. I suppose they probably had to hide that they were sending that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they're. I'm a little worried about her being busy and having to call back in an hour and what that means. But I wanted to let you guys know.
Maybe she just has to find some time away from the other general.
She took a
Maybe.
big. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. They took a
Just
big risk sending that to you, so maybe they
Yeah.
need time to get back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Makoto will just step up and, well, we're close to my hometown. I can help you find some good things to send back. That will be small and easy to hide.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and get you good deals too.
Thanks. I didn't know we were near your hometown.
Yes, from outside the Gilded Gorge.
Oh,
Have
I
you ever
didn't know
been to
that
the race?
either.
Yeah. Have you ever
Yeah.
been to the races before?
I actually used to sell stuff at the races.
Wool?
Your figurines?
Yeah, and wool from sheep, and spools of different things that people can use.
That's really cool.
That's
Is there
awesome.
someone from your hometown here just now, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people. Yeah, this is a big event that they can get money from. Yeah, they don't really stay in town a lot. It's just for the big collection of people.
Do you want to go out there while we're here
Where?
to your hometown? If we're close by?
Maybe, if we have time.
Or we can see where they set up shop.
Yeah, they'll have stalls everywhere, sprinkled out. So yeah,
I'd
can
like
stop
to
by.
get something.
Me too.
Also,
course.
this is helping me with my own stuff, and I'd like to think that somebody took the hint and gave Nico a stress toy.
Yeah, like
Here you
probably
go.
like extra like fuzz or something, that you can like pull apart. Just there you go. Yeah.
I just had a thought. If Bria is, what if she's? Should I tell her where we are? In case she's trying to get away.
Did she
Because I have
sound like she was running from something?
She sounded distracted more than anything. At first, I thought that it's probably more like one of
What
the
if
generals are around.
they're heading the party trying to come through a tunnel?
Also,
Say that again. It cut out for me.
What if they're heading the party that are trying to get through a tunnel?
I did think about that.
Can we make a connection with Kampa and just give him a heads up? I reach out to him. Oh wait, no, I don't. I don't do that because I want to talk to Circe first. I ask that and don't do that.
Yeah, I think they should know, if only to keep an eye and I don't know if I wonder if I'm able to. I don't know. I'm trying to think if she sent this from Geis or if they're closer to this side.
Circe, what capabilities does C2B have? Can he tell you what he's been doing since he's been gone?
Since you've been gone.
I don't know. He has been, and I've noticed this with Corsian too. They both seem to kind of have their own personality that I didn't, particularly with C2B. Like I did not put. He was really just more made for a purpose. And I think she'll just like start petting him. But I can try to see if don't know if there's like a way to connect.
And they retain memories. I mean, they know who we are.
Do we
That's
think
true.
that C2B could pass over from one side to the other, or is it more likely that Bria's here already?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
Because how did C2B get here?
Yeah.
And plus, he found you, right?
Yeah, but
It
he's
wasn't.
found.
It wasn't that long ago that I saw C2B with Bria.
In Geist, right?
Yeah.
I will say that you all do remember from your encounter with Bria as the Chariot,
Mm,
She fast.
incredibly fast.
she is, yes, which. Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the race.
It's not.
You don't worry
Nothing
about it.
at all. No.
I
I-
think there's a chance she's here again.
Okay. I ping Kampa and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
got in touch with Bria. She's in transit somewhere. Keep an eye out. Be safe.
You too. Let me know if you need me there.
Thumbs up emoji.
Thumbs up emoji.
Just tell them to be safe.
I love that we're texting in our minds. I just.
It's conceptual. Why not?
Yeah.
Because I do that. I like actually do that, and then I'm like, oh wait, they can't see that, so,
Yeah.
so I say that.
I can try to see if I can see C2B's memories. If we have a little time before. Can try to reestablish connection with Bria.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I'll plop him down on the table and give him some scritches and. Hey, buddy. You think you could show me what you've been seeing with Bria? Okay. Okay.
It's legit.
I will just.
He's real for that.
I think I will just place my hand like on his head very gently and close my eyes and try to set up a mental connection like I do with like Makoto did when she was sharing those memories.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a roll for that.
Okay.
Your choice as per usual.
I think this one will be clever because it's on purpose.
Whoa.
If my roll 20 will load.
Cows are back.
The cows are right. They're in the race.
Oh yeah.
Almost got
They
cow
do.
power.
These do sound like they have
Yeah.
a motor now.
Yeah.
Come on, roll 20, be kind. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm going to give myself fate point back. And then clever. I think I clicked it. Oh, take the first one. Oh, they rolled the same anyway. So I got a 2. Should I use a fate point this early? I think this would give us a lot of
It's the
information.
season finale. Make it spicy.
Go big.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
like
will.
the way you think.
I will spend a fate point with. I'll use my. I can fix it technologically, emotionally.
I can fix
Question
her.
I'll use that. So I will just add 2 to that to
Sounds
make
good.
it 4.
Okay. So are you just like pressing rewind and then starting from a certain point in like a kind of fast forwarded, this is a terrible description, or are you looking for certain information?
I think I'll take the time to do like rewind to and then fast forward through
Yeah. Okay.
what's been going on.
Cool. How far back do you go?
Let's say let's say a few days for now. Let's say 3 days. And then I can perhaps look at the rest later.
Yeah.
You're good.
Never
Uh,
apologize.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Okay.
Okay. Great. Don't know where it cut off. We're gonna let's see. So, mostly training is what you see for the first day or so. Some of it is Bria zooming across the icy wastes with the fell, trying to catch up. They're clearly not as fast, but a lot of the training is not just keeping control over the fell, but trying to get them up to speed. Haha, funny joke. Don't laugh, don't encourage that. But after a day or so of just almost nonstop training, it is incredibly harsh. There's hardly any stop for like food or breaks. It definitely seems like, from what you can tell, the tower is trying to show Bria like, this is just how it is here. This is how rough it is. Like, you think this is hard, this is nothing. That kind of like, the feeling you get from it is not just trying to be like, I'm toughening you up, but also, this is the hardship we deal with. Don't you feel bad for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, like, yes, it does suck, but also being an asshole.
Right.
But around the second day, I'm getting my time right. Yes. Seems like in the evening, they are all summoned. All of the generals that you can see. Except for one.
Oof.
Because of certain events that happened.
Uh-huh.
So you're able to see the tower, the chariot, and the devil, which I don't think you guys have seen yet.
No.
They
No,
hot?
not.
This one is very, how do I say, Sailor Moon villain coded. Twink with a little cane, all black and green, devilish smile on his face, all
Oh, no.
charm. It's bad.
This character is in danger from us.
Yeah.
He should be worried.
I think he's not thinking.
I'm gonna chew at him like a toy.
I know, just gonna bite into him and
Just spray all of you with a spray bottle. Be less horny. I know I started this, but be less horny.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Aren't we all in the camp of bad tasted men?
Yeah.
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 I think I'm the only one that's not, but I support all of your decisions.
We support Women's Wrongs here.
You shouldn't. I have a picture of him somewhere. I just have to find it. But anyways. Sirs? Where are you at, boy? Anyways. Okay, not there. Anyways, so in this meeting, they are before the queen, which I believe only so far Nico has seen. And very briefly and in a weird kind of like, I have 80 eyes and I'm seeing all of them at once. So you see, once again, very Sailor Moon villainess type, Queen Beryl-esque look. Sitting upon a throne, cold look on her face, fell guards on either side of her, completely still, ready at her command, and the generals on a knee before her. And it seems like they are discussing the death of Leto the Lovers. And everybody is remaining calm, but you can, like, from your perspective with C to B, like, peeking down at Bria and peeking at the others, you can see a couple of them have, like, beads of sweat. And this is an icy place, so you know that's from anxiety. But the queen is not happy, and looks like she is starting to order them to get their asses in gear, politely, of course, and take care of the problem.
Oh no. Okay.
Hi,
Mhm.
it's me. I'm the problem.
All y'all's the problem.
yeah.
Let's just make a concentrated target.
Taylor
Mhm.
Swift.
Has celestial and fell blood and
Yeah.
killed Leto.
Yep, let's see. How many targets on your back is that?
None, because we killed Leto and they didn't bring that information back, right?
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 Oh, there's no way for them
Nobody
to know.
knows. Could have been
Mirage?
anyone, really.
And during this meeting, I'm not going to go through all of it because it is a Sailor Moon villain meeting. Everybody's going to do an evil monologue. But you see that the devil is definitely more brazen and is, I don't want to say disrespectful, but very carefully stepping around being disrespectful, if you know what I mean, in being like, oh, well, clearly they were the weakest one of our group, and we're going to, in fact, allow me, please, and, stuff like that. One of those, like, oh, no, let me. Oh, I'll take care of them. Squabbles between the group. But Bria, you notice, is staying silent and just waiting for orders and sweating profusely. But eventually, it seems like indeed the tower is going to be sent to at least investigate what happened. Cyrus, the devil, is being kept back to discuss things further, and Bria is told to go scope the area and test her abilities, and they do in fact mention the race, saying that is a perfect stomping ground.
Okay.
And the next about day or so is just preparations for that. You see a few of the generals meeting up, and it seems like Bria and the devil don't get along at all. But her and the tower converse a few times, mostly just to be like, so that threat you're taking care of, if you see them, what are you gonna do? And the tower just being like, kill them. And Bria being like, that's cool. All right. So that's kind of the
Tight.
yeah, tight. That's cool. All right. Cool. But regardless, they seem troubled, to say the least, about things that are going on. And at this point, it's almost caught up with the day's events, and you can see that she has zoomed her way sonic speed through one of the tunnels, same one that you saw her go through before. And as soon as she breaches the surface, she picks up C to B, hands the bag over, gives a little kiss, and sends it off. And that's the last you see.
Okay. I will, just for time, just relate everything. Like everything that I saw, the devil, the queen, Mother Miranda moment, Queen Beryl, scary. How Bria's If I don't call her in an hour, I have a feeling I'm going to see them in an hour.
Oh.
Wait,
What?
seriously, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
This might be weird. You have a little bag of objects, right?
I do.
This might sound weird, but I know you and Bria have been besties for forever. Do you think there's any sort of like code or puzzle of something she's trying to communicate with us with those objects?
I don't know, but I mean, maybe. And I think they'll immediately just like dump them out on the table. And it's, like Alta said, little pieces of ceramic and pebbles and things with plants on them.
I freaking love pebbles.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
looking
guess is
around.
it's a no, but
Yeah, it's genuinely just looks like things that have been collected over the few, like, what is it, days, week? I don't know. I don't keep track of time. Since you saw her. So doesn't look like any kind of code, just looks like very typical Bria sees a shiny, think of cute girl. Cute them, excuse me.
It's full otter mode.
Yes.
And this for you.
Raven was very apt to be the messenger
Yeah.
between the two of them. It's just shiny. They'll just gather up all their shinies, and it was a good thought, though.
Should we prepare? Are the people here safe?
What
I
did
was
they
gonna
mean
ask,
by
what is she gonna do?
the race is a good what? What was the phrase that they used?
Testing
Stomping
ground.
ground.
Stomping ground.
I don't know if it's just to test her speed, although I don't know why they would need to test it. She is inhumanely fast.
Yeah.
We know what their ultimate goal is, so
But if Bria's on her own here, it may be a good opportunity to get them away. They don't
You think
have
this is a
to.
test for
do
Bria.
you think because we with the abilities we have been able to connect mentally with Bria, they conversely are able to connect with Bria and see what she sees?
I don't know.
Or at least communicate back the way that we do.
When we communicate, though, it's not necessarily that we see what the other sees unless we will it. I mean, I guess we could
Can always try.
to see.
I was able to. I don't know if that's just because I mean, it makes sense that it was just because of the seer.
But I mean,
That's
we've
what
never
I've been
tried.
doing. Yeah, I've been putting pictures in
Right,
perspective.
but the other
in
way
people's
around
minds.
of like, if Nico, if you set up a connection with me, could you essentially see what you can try.
Should we test someone who's not the seer? Because you said you've done it before, Nico, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
The seer said nobody else has been able to see through to Geist, and the only reason the seer was able to see Geist is by using me. They couldn't do it themselves.
Right.
And I don't know if that's because of.
hang on. I have two thoughts.
Mm.
One, I have my whatever fell stuff going on. I look around in this restaurant. If you help me power up, I can give it a try. And then Makoto, is there a guardian spirit anywhere in the area?
I actually do not know. Ultimarush, is there a guardian spirit that I would know about?
I'm sorry. I was so distracted making stupid commentary on that picture of Cyrus. What was the question?
Giselle has asked me, since I'm from the area, if there is a guardian spirit that I'm aware of.
In the area? Near where you guys are. Hold on, I have to actually look at the map.
Yeah, you're good.
I know where we are, I swear to God. I covered the map with these pictures. I cannot look at the map. That's fine.
We are at the Gilded Gorge, of course, but yeah, toward Twin Horns,
yeah.
and where the two rivers meet to one.
Yeah. You would definitely know that there is a guardian spirit of the river, but it doesn't necessarily stay in one place. It's just kind of like all over. There's also one that kind of roams closer towards the border of the world, but it stays in like the fields.
And I will convey that to Giselle. There are 2 rumored here.
Okay, because I worry that if they're sending Bria ahead, if they're looking for a spirit that moves around a lot, it would make sense to send someone who's really fast and can cover a lot of ground really quickly to find it.
Or if the spirit converges on the race because it's a big group of people in the community and perhaps likes enjoying mortal company.
So I guess the question is it the race itself that these people are interested in, or is it the gathering?
Probably both.
Well, there's a lot of
think the
energy.
race is-
Both. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think that the race is perhaps an excuse for Bria to be here, to be a contestant. What is the prize for winning the race? Do we know? Would it be something that they want?
I was going to say Torin, and I was like, wait, no. Makoto.
Self-insert. How did I get here?
Yeah. Makoto, you would definitely know. And those who have been like actually paying attention to the race stuff being advertised, but also you've had a lot going on, so I don't. It's up to you. But y'all would know at least that it is a financial prize, as well as mostly just like a couple local restaurants that are like, you get free food for a year from us, and until the next race. Ha 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 ha. It's a lot of it has to do with renown and money, but you guys would remember that Bria was supposedly sent to the last location to make things better.
Right.
To fix things.
They're making her into a champion.
Trying to get public opinion in our favor. But that's what the race is, draw people here, drum up business, try to get them to come back.
Then when she plants something and makes it better here, they can get people on this side.
And there's a lot of emotions at a race like this, both positive and negative. That's a lot of power to draw on. I see you, Alta.
Finish
I see you,
line.
Wiggling.
Oh, did I do that? Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Do we know where the finish line for the race is?
Yep, it goes right along the river to the edge of the world. Which, you know what?
Goes all the way
Allow
to
me to show the map again.
Edge of the world. That's
Move
not
the
good.
devil.
Move
Like,
the devil.
didn't we talk about? Didn't we talk about something going on there?
Yes.
Get out of here, devil.
Stress.
You can go to the gym layer. You can go to the gym layer. You can go to the gym layer.
Do you think that they're testing Bria?
Most certainly. I don't know that they'll know that we're here, but if they do find out, and Bria goes back and we're all safe. I don't know.
Do you think she has a way of following CDB now? She will know where you are. If CDB knows where you are, and CDB goes to you, then she follows CDB.
I don't necessarily know if she doesn't have the psychic connection with the CDB like I do. Unless they have,
Could have planted something though. Or like one of the objects you have is like a tracking thing. I don't know.
I feel like we can't rule anything out because we don't really know how they operate. It's like us, but it's not us.
Yeah.
Right.
And Kampa has a way of knowing where suspecting where and goes to investigate sources of fell.
Right.
I don't know. We're
Cersei-
just spitballing.
Oh no, you're good. Cersei, you're gonna get a mental ping from Makoto. Just you.
Okay.
Are you gonna hate me if I protect my people?
Of course not.
Okay.
I want to protect them too. If, and I think they'll say this out loud, if we can head this off, just get Bria on our side before any of this happens. I mean, we have 2 people who have felt influences that they can't touch, as far as we know. And I know that they placed the fel in her, but
I think if we all concentrated our healing efforts, it would help.
Yeah.
It works on Fel.
it does. Since we know, I mean, this is a rare opportunity for us to actually act first instead of just recovering whenever they make their move. We can actually make a move first. We take a resource from them, heal the fel.
And then we'll have proven not only can we kill one of their generals, but we can turn them as well.
Yeah.
They have a right to be afraid.
This is intense coming from you, Nico.
Sorry.
No,
I've been going through a lot. I'm sorry.
I'm not complaining about it.
Okay.
Okay, can we
Where-
not be horny about killing more
I'm-
people?
No,
What? I don't think
I
I
don't.
feel that the way you do. Yeah.
Where are you guys having this conversation, by the way?
I
I
don't.
That's a very good question.
Because I believe you guys got a hotel room.
Yeah, perhaps we would have moved to the hotel, like maybe.
For more private stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just
For
wanted
strategy.
to
Sure.
for no reason in particular
I
after that.
did want to ask, should we go along the route of the race ahead of it so that like we can see if there's any sort of fel influence along the way? Because the last time that Bria showed up, there was already fel influence when she brought the source.
Pareki, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good. We may have to. I mean, you'll know the best, Makoto, but I wonder if it's a well-known track or if it's one of those like, oh, we've got to keep it secret from the racers so nobody gets a leg up, you know. So
It's a
maybe we
well-known
send our
track.
2 flyers.
Yeah.
You guys just look over the track or Campa. Oh, he's not
Campa's
so small.
out of
He's
here.
looking after the tunnel.
Oh yes, I forgot he was doing that.
Actually,
Sorry,
doing
it's been a week for me. Cersei wouldn't have
amazing.
forgotten that.
Yeah.
but for me-
He's doing
And
something for once. I'm
He
so
even
proud.
right. He
bonding
even
with
told someone to be
family.
careful.
Yeah.
We've officially recruited him as a companion NPC
Yeah. We've done his
And not-
loyalty quest. So.
and not a quest giver.
It's only
Yeah.
the end of Act 2. We get to find him as a companion.
Yeah, he's the Halcyon. He's the hard one companion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think flying ahead and checking out the route makes sense.
Yeah.
If there's any way to do it discreetly, because Bria might see you guys. She's looking for you.
Well, then we would know she was here intentionally for us, surely.
Yeah. Well, if that happens, if she engages, just ping us, I suppose, and we'll get to you.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys plan to do this during the day, in the morning, at night? What's the timeline? What are we feeling?
I think as soon as.
I was thinking like pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think we're
'Cause we
in
can use some magic to.
Yeah, can I ask a
Julia.
mechanics question? No, you're
Yeah,
good.
you were.
Those of us who have been carrying over some stress, how is that healed? Because I think we should heal
Yes,
any
I
stress.
always
before.
forget to heal stress. Thank you for reminding me. One session has passed. Go ahead, heal a point of stress from the last fight. 2 sessions have passed since the last fight. So go ahead and heal up to 2 points of stress.
Got it.
I know that's not
sounds good
technically
now.
how it works, but just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yes, Alta.
It's because you guys are #blessed by the goddess and have accelerated healing.
Yes. You got that
Thank you.
celestial drip. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes. It's like you
okay,
injured yourself with that one. It's like you injured
Yeah.
yourself.
I did.
Yeah.
It came out of my face before.
I cast Psychic Fireball on myself.
Yeah.
Also, no.
I forgot that I had a point of stress. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will tell Nico and Rasai about, like, these are the gathering places with a lot of people. Try to avoid that, that what might be a better flight pattern for you.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And
I can
if you
be
want,
subtle.
I can take C to B so that Cersei can be looking through C to B while we're doing it, and then you guys would have an early warning system to what we're seeing.
Yeah. Absolutely. You up for that, buddy? I think they'll pet Suit'll be a little bit.
I'd say that we could like transmit to you, but I'd want to focus on not being seen.
Oh yeah. I think he'd be up for it. He's a good boy. And I think she'll do the like little. Have you ever seen like people with like pet parrots or whatever, where they like kind of tug their beak a little bit, and the bird's like, heck yeah, like
Yeah,
it's like yay,
baby.
yay.
Yay.
I missed you. Okay.
Okay. So, was the consensus ASAP?
Yeah.
Cool. And I believe this was still the night of, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Like we just got into Twin Horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freshly healing tattoos and all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
and you guys
again.
both got back tattoos, didn't you?
Think
Yeah.
about that.
Again, you guys are #blessed. So your tattoos have healed so fast. It's crazy.
Too
That is
blessed to be stressed.
Wild.
Yeah.
Imagine. Okay. So our 2 flying folk are going to be scouting out with a C to B as well. Okay. And is anybody staying behind doing anything in particular, or just kind of waiting for the word?
I'm probably just waiting for the word. Giselle's not great with the looking
Yeah.
ahead, the scouting stuff, and my head is too.
Yeah, understandable. The hotel you're in has some catering, and they bring like some local catnip ice cream, and you're just gone for the next like hour.
As much as Makoto would like to do some other things with the danger, I think she'll stay and make sure that we're ready to go.
Yeah. Whew, sorry for yawning so much. Okay. I'm awake. I'm here. I'm present. So, how are you guys trying to be subtle if you are?
Well, on the one hand, magic.
Man.
On the other hand, I have an aspect I can stunt.
Yes.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah,
I
apologize.
Because I'm a wallflower, I can just succeed at being sneaky and unseen. But because I figure we could create some sort of, effect that we're not seen, so we blend into the sky from
bubble.
anyone that's looking
Yeah.
above. Yeah.
Yeah. Some kind of like, dare I say, mirage.
Oh
Wow.
My goodness.
Do we get points back if we do that?
No.
We get fate points back when bad stuff happens to us.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Indeed. So, yeah, if you're going to use your stunt, then by all means, I will go ahead and And you guys fly out and look over the river and the route, which looks like it is the same route every year, although it seems like they do have some different surprises set up, variations of the route. So, I would like you guys to roll for me. What are you rolling? What would this be? I'm going to say your choice. I'm not going to tell you what this is for. Your choice of careful, clever, or quick.
I will always opt for clever.
I think I'm going to go clever as well.
Sorry, this is just Nico and Rasai, right?
Yes. And C to B,
Roll for
if
C to B.
you want.
Can roll to C to B. I'll also do a clever, especially since I'm looking through his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
CBB.
BBB.
Wow, I'm
No.
so not clever.
BBB.
It's okay. You're fabulous, and that's all.
I
That
have a
matters.
+2 and a clever.
You're just a little distracted by how aggressive Nico sounded earlier.
God.
Let's go.
All right. So, Nico and C to B. Cersei through the eyes of C to B. Looking over the route, you almost immediately catch sight of just this flash of green in the distance. But it's not in the distance for long. You briefly see it underneath you and then back down. Seems like whatever she's doing, she's here, and she's going up and down the route. You do see her stop occasionally at certain points, but it's not for long.
Sus.
Not at all.
Yeah. Seems like she's planting things.
What?
like-
Cheating?
Press
My
the
God.
Race?
I need the
Who would
report
do
button.
that?
Report button.
Report back to
Can I try to open up my senses to Fel? Not necessarily like I'm tracking her, but like if we see her stopping at certain spots, can I fly a little closer and just try to see if I'm getting, bad vibes?
Absolutely. I won't make you roll for this. You definitely sense some Fel once you start to open your senses to that. And it's maybe a little startling because it wasn't something you picked up on before, but as soon as you try, all along this route, you can sense these several points of heavy Fel presence.
It's wrong. It's all wrong.
What do you mean?
I can feel Fel everywhere. All along this route. Whatever it is she's planning, it's a really bad sabotage.
She would never sabotage.
Yeah, I'm sure it's for entirely normal and healthy reasons. I'll see if I can guide Versailles over to one spot and sort of perch atop it.
I mean, should we do something about it?
I know it seems extreme, but if the race goes ahead, whatever it is she's planning will likely happen. I don't know how we can stop it with that amount of people.
Are you guys landing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are we landing like on the route or like at a vantage point?
It's like wherever I'm feeling bad juju, I want to try and land there.
Like right there?
And I'd be like guiding
You're still
Versailles
going
over.
up and down. Not that I would see it. I rolled so bad.
Yeah, for sure. You actually one of the nearest points that you feel it from is the river that the root runs alongside.
Okay.
Particularly, there is a large rock sticking out of the river. I know water. That you guys can perch atop and look down, and you feel this fell sensation bubbling up from beneath. It seems to be still for now, waiting, but it's not directly on the root, but definitely close.
Can I try to focus some healing energy down into the water and try to like penetrate down into bedrock, like the bed of the river?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like for science.
Just for science, for sure. Yeah. And since they're not active and not doing anything right now, not going to make you roll. So you just focus your healing energy down, and this light blue begins to just wash over this rock and down into the water. And you feel that heavy sensation that always comes with the fell's presence start to lighten. And you can see little sparkles of blue mist begin to just drift off of the water. It looks like they are, in fact, being healed to death.
Fabulous.
However, just about a minute into this, you guys all would hear Bria clearing her throat from the riverside. And you just see a dust cloud coming from the route, whatever, that she had just zoomed down. And she is, of course, in her full general gear with that visor over her face, the cloak of scales, and the mismatched armor.
Ah, Bria, wonderful to see you. How you doing?
Yeah, good to see you. Messing with my stuff?
Oh, is this yours? Sorry. Didn't realize.
Yeah, we're just out here doing our job, so.
Yeah, me too. It's a bit of a conflict of interest, I think,
Trying to fuck with the race?
No. I'm making sure these guys don't do anything right now.
I will take this pause just to say that Cersei tells Makoto and Giselle that Bria's there.
Makoto immediately leaves, not even making sure the other two are with her.
It's okay. Yeah. I'm running after you.
I think Cersei's gonna stay where they are very quick and try and watch out this conversation.
Yeah. Listen, nobody's gonna get hurt with it. I think. Are all of you guys here?
Not all of us.
Just you two?
Right now.
Well, look, I don't want to fight you guys. I like you guys. And I think we have common goals. Just different views.
Yeah, for someone who doesn't want to fight us, you sure do a lot of things to put yourself in our way then.
Just doing my job.
I mean, do you think Cersei would be happy to see what you're doing?
You don't know what I'm doing.
Enlighten
like I said, nobody is going to get hurt.
Yeah, but your view of what getting better is different to ours.
Listen, nobody even knows here that people in Geis are still alive, They don't know anything. So,
Some of us do.
well, obviously. But what I'm trying to get at is like, and at this point she like flips her visor back.
Please keep monologuing. It's stalling.
Do you want me to talk or not?
Yeah, please do. Please. No, that's Emma. That was not
Okay,
Nico.
We need some good publicity, you know? That way we can bring Geis, the people of Geis, you know, into public view again. And not have everybody be afraid.
So you're creating your own problems to solve. That's
The
not
problems
exactly...
were already here. I'm just making sure they see me solve it.
That's not being a champion. That's being an actor.
It's
Well,
manipulative.
It's what the people of Geis need. You haven't seen how bad it is over there.
I know that
Nico.
I do actually, but you know.
No, I don't. The hell?
The thing is, the negative emotions that comes from that influence, that's not an absence of fear. It's replacing fear with other negativity. It's not filling it with joy and wonder and love and healing. It's here, have a little despair or rage. Then you won't have to be afraid. Cool.
If you get a good control on these emotions, it's not an issue. Look, I'll let you heal this one spot or whatever. I don't want this to be a thing. Honest.
It's the unfortunate thing about divine missions, I'm afraid.
I mean, you can't expect us to just let you go through with this and let the race continue as it's planned.
Well, she gives you a peace sign. Pulls
Does
her
Makoto
visor
hear
down.
any of this? Is she there yet? Please. I'm patiently waiting.
This is. They flew a ways to get there.
I figure it's a long way away.
So, like, you can definitely give me like a roll to see if you can get there faster.
Please. I doubt it will happen, but just in case.
She's about to take off.
Yeah, can I try something?
Let's let Makoto do hers first.
Do you need a particular approach, or?
I mean, I would probably say quick.
Let me pitch this to you. I absolutely will do quick.
Yeah.
Makoto, because the thing is, I don't think I've seen her face, but I think this is the the most mad anyone would have ever seen her. She is thoroughly pissed, like just full of hate at this moment. So I was gonna say force will just like this will happen, but I can absolutely do quick.
Oh no, force absolutely. Like, okay. You listen to your heart.
Oh my gosh!
Holy cow!
I didn't know you could roll that high in fate.
I didn't either, to be honest.
That's the highest you could have rolled.
Yeah.
It's literally the highest you can roll. I'm fueled by emotions.
Well, I guess Makoto's going to be here before I can
Your
spend a fate
hometown.
point.
Sorry. If it helps, I'm going to spend a fate point if this works.
Sounds good.
So we can just give Alta some more fuel.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I will also add at this point that I think Cersei has, again, probably not going to get there, but Cersei's just left.
Yeah.
So they will see
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going next.
But you've heard the end of the conversation at least. So
Yeah.
you know what was said.
Okay.
So, through sheer force of will, Makoto, you just.
I think there's even like divots in the ground.
Oh, absolutely. You are really invoking the ram at this point.
Oh, there's Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, you're good. You absolutely see them, and you're able to start approaching as you see Bria pull her visor down and start to make a move to run. I will give both you and Rasai the chance to react, because I know Rasai wanted to do something.
I'm so sorry, Rasai, but this is exactly what she was going to do. I'm going to use my stunt that works, like just the
Yeah.
work part,
Yeah.
because it is ram tackle, because she is full on just imbued with the ram in her home. She's fucking angry. And she is just after Bria. Yeah, and honestly, I even think with how much because Makoto is honestly typically in control 100% of the time. Like she doesn't really give into emotions very often.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even all the rest of the four of you, even Kampa, let's throw him in there, you just get a flash of what Makoto sees and the incredible rage she feels.
Red.
Just, yeah, like you see she's behind Bria, you see you two, like you see yourselves, like just, like this is my home and you are not going to do this. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, so because I have tackled alpha male sheep before to assert my dominance once per game, I can ram tackle an enemy, subduing it, and allow us to talk it down or attack it with little consequence.
Sounds
That's
good.
how it's written, but you tell me,
No,
DM, what you want here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Beautiful. So Bria flips her visor down, is about to do a little sonic haha. But then here's like and just like
football tackle, just purely right in the middle.
You guys
like the grayed out forehead of anxiety as she hears the sound.
Yeah. I mean, I would even say like almost magically you see the horn she gets on her second form a little bit.
Yes. You guys skid into the dirt below, probably a good like 10-15 feet, and you've got her down.
Yep. And
she's immediately just like, shit. Okay. All right. I thought it was just the two of you.
Mm-hmm. It was.
I think really strained and just really quiet in her ear. I think she hears, I don't give a shit what you think you're doing. You're not touching this town. And if you don't take it back right now, as much as I love Cersei, you won't have a chance to do it again.
I'm not touching any town, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Makoto, you're going to get a flash from Cersei.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you're going to see a memory of a swamp that you don't recognize. And you're going to almost feel a hand in yours looking over to Bria as she's just told a joke. And you're laughing at something and you feel that swell of friendship and kinship. And it goes away just as quickly.
If you guys want, because of Makoto's emotional state, give a little contested roll to see if this helps calm Makoto down at all.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Never
Torn is sorry. Makoto's not
Aren't
sorry.
you tired of being nice? Don't you
Yes.
want to go ape shit?
She is
great.
really trying hard. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm like, if you hadn't sent that memory, then, or that feeling, then they wouldn't have done this. I think it's going to be careful for Cersei, the way that you approach a very angry animal. Not that Makoto's an animal.
No. It's absolutely fueled by
Yeah.
Like, this is the reason she's chosen for the ram. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
Am I rolling a particular thing, Alta?
Whatever you feel is most appropriate for your emotional state right now.
It's forceful. I'm so tempted to spend points.
You can.
You can. It's
Last
the season
session.
finale.
Last
Fuck,
season,
we've
last
all.
I'm
session.
spending it. I'm spending a fate point dead too. Before.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
All she's thinking about is just hitting her.
I will say if you
So
would
sorry.
rather re-roll, that's probably going to be a better chance for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can keep that.
All right.
Can I don't want to do anything that's interrupting the scene or what's going on, but I'd like to do something defensively in the background if it's okay.
Yeah.
Just send out my super razor sharp owl feathers like in a bubble around us so that if she tries to bolt, she's gonna have to willfully hurt herself to get out.
Won't that be cutting off Cersei and Giselle as well?
Yeah. I can let them in when they get here, but I don't know if they're as fast and forceful as Makoto was. I'll let them in, but it's to stop Cersei bolting in this moment. Just
All right.
plus Cersei can just like dip under the ground.
I mean, honestly,
Earthlight.
that's probably what they're doing too. It's a little slow, but that's probably what they're doing rather than
Yeah.
running.
You're maybe faster that way.
Probably.
So
Yeah,
it's
little legs.
probably around now when Makoto is slowly taking breaths and not quite calming down, but at least the red in your vision is fading. So
Yeah,
you at
and
least have a
she's-
little bit of clear thought.
She's doing that frustrated cry because she truly wants to hurt this person right now.
Yeah.
And the
I have
only
my
thing that can help her.
action?
Yeah, please. Like, literally my message to you there.
The other two do arrive around this point.
Okay. Just seeing Makoto just about to lose it, feeling that hint of rage and experiencing that rage in the last fight we were in where I ended up hurting my teammates. Rasai is going to just kind of step forward, put a hand on Makoto's shoulder, and send some healing into Makoto. Just like a healing energy, not necessarily like with the intent of like you're doing something wrong. It's just a comfort thing, if that makes sense, because I think we've described it before. It feels very comforting and lots of like good emotions.
I will leave this up to Torin if you want to again have a contested roll, or if you think this is helping.
I would do a contested roll.
Let's go.
Okay.
Sorry, I will change my verbiage. Makoto would do a contested roll. Or it'd be like, help me. All right.
This feels careful, and I
God.
the worst thing, but I'm going to roll it anyway.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You don't have a high DC.
Brave heist. Brave.
But I do have an aspect of naturally talented with so much potential. So if I could spend a fate point,
Yeah, are you going to re-roll or add 2?
it allows me to, or sorry, the stunt. It allows me to re-roll when I cast magic, which I assume healing would count, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Watch it be worse.
Perfect.
I should have added
All
2.
right.
Just
Exactly.
very fluid.
Exactly what just happened to me. It's fine.
Oh no.
I never do the gamble. I always add 2.
It
I
does
I'm a chicken.
feel
Yeah.
better, but it sort of energizes you. And it's not calming you down.
Rasai supports me, right? That's what Rasai's doing,
Yeah,
right?
it sounds like you're doing
Well,
great,
yeah.
buddy.
The words about to come out of her mouth are not very supportive. I mean, they
Go
are.
for it. Yeah, no, you're good.
She's just gonna say, Makoto, listen, I understand how you're feeling. I mean, not 100%, but you saw how I was last time, and we need to wait and think this through.
Honestly, I don't think she even responds to you. I think it's just more that because she's in that frustrated space right now of this is what I want to do. And Cersei and y'all, who I really care about, are trying to tell me not to do it. But this is my home.
Yeah.
These are my people. Like, I think all you get is just a frustrated, like, just it's a real battle right now in her head.
I will say, Versailles, you get the idea. Versailles is not going to physically stop you if you're going to do anything, but she's just here to say, hey, maybe think about it.
Yeah.
And you've thought
Rams
about it.
don't think.
Torin,
Support the rage.
Yes.
can I offer you just a little fate point to act upon your trouble?
Yeah.
And just, thinking about how this is going to affect your home. The river is the lifeblood of the Gilded Gorge. And even if she's saying she's not going to hurt people, this is hurting everything.
I'm going to hit her.
Hit her.
Yeah, I'm going to hit her. Yep.
All right. Enjoy your fate point.
Thank you. Alrighty. In fact, let me read for just a second.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes a foot point just needs to get hit once in a while. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what the Ram told me. He said sometimes you just gotta throat punch
Sometimes
people.
you just gotta, they'll learn.
Okay. Yep, I'm just gonna hit her. All right.
Cool. So, you going for the face, I'm assuming?
This is really terrible, but I'm actually gonna go for her ear, and I'm just gonna elbow her ear real hard and try to disorient her so she can't run.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
And with your fate point that you just gave me, I'm
you
gonna add that to 6. Yep.
Beautiful. You knock that visor off, and you can see her head is just spinning. You already can see, like, from the force of it, just some blood start dripping from her nose, even though you didn't hit her nose. Like, just the force, and she's just sitting there dazed for a moment. And I believe, Julia, you wanted to do something?
Yeah, I think finally at this point, like I've arrived, and as this is happening, and I activate my second form, so I'm in that like aspect of the guardian lion with the mixture of fell and
Yes.
lights going on with like the green and black boots and orange and green accents and the black in my hair, and I think I go over and I kneel above, not above, like over her, but like just behind Bria's head where she's on the ground, so I'm eye level with Makoto.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just, Makoto, that's enough.
You absolutely just see just the frustration. And I think she echoes words back to you that you said to her. I didn't want to leave.
I know. I know you're angry. And I know you're scared. I'm not even telling you that we let her go. But look at her. You've defeated her. We've captured her. We can figure this out. This isn't us.
You're not going to let her go.
I'm not going to let her go. You can hold on to her too. I know you won't let her go either.
I can't stay here if you're not going to let me.
Okay.
And I think
then
another.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Just another just another like, and y'all just see her just hit the ground beside Bria's head, and it's just another cavern underneath there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just for the last, just very frustrated, quiet in her ear, fix it, and you leave these people alone, or I will find you. And then she will just make herself stand up.
You are starting to stand up.
Oh wait, no, I was gonna do a thing before she stood up.
Yeah.
I look at Nico, Rasai.
Yep.
Do what you need to do to keep her tied down.
Okay. Nico's got the thing, right? So I guess Rasai will just summon some like roots or something to come out of the ground and like wrap over her.
I wait until like it's clear that Bria is not going anywhere, and I nod at Makoto.
If you want me to roll to be quick enough.
No, she's not even trying. She did not want to pick a fight. She got hit real hard, and she's just laying there like.
I think if I might even harden what's floating to just almost create a bubble and say, you don't want to turn out like Leto did. Stay on the ground.
Face immediately goes pale and just looks to the side and does not make eye contact with anybody. You immediately recognize that she recognizes her relationship with you is not as friendly as she had hoped, despite things. She immediately is just like, oh, nobody is on my side. Okay.
I will say, though, I think once it is clear that she is not going anywhere, Giselle will reach out and touch like a fingertip to her forehead and attempt to heal whatever brain damage she's got going on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that.
No, it's okay.
It was a strong hit.
Very quickly, Rasai is going to send a look to Nico that it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's a very quick look of like a bit of like hesitation or concern before just kind of like locking back in and focusing. We'll talk later.
I look around at all of you, and I think I just say, I didn't want to be here either, and I know I've been not great about everything. But if this is how we're going to fight our fights, I will go home right now.
We need to heal her, but she's not going to do it willingly. Not right now.
Guys,
We'll figure it out.
maybe just give us a moment. You don't have to go far.
For the record, I think Makoto didn't even ask Nico to let her out. She just went out. She's just out of this.
And just gone.
Gone.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, mechanically, real quick, do I take damage with that? Okay, I was curious. Like, I'll take a stress for it. It's worth it.
I'm parting the seas. It's fine.
Thank you.
So do you guys give them a moment?
I mean, Rasai will move too, yes.
All right.
Nico.
Yeah. Okay.
She'll reach out and take Nico's hand. Step away a little bit.
I think I'll move and like pass out, but I might keep the bubble around them because I'm just wary that she might still run, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
For sure. Bria is still just like flat on the ground, hands up, face to the side, not looking at anybody, and is just waiting.
Cersei's gonna go and sit next to her on the side that she's not looking, so she doesn't make her look at them. Bria, can I give you something?
What is it?
They, off of their own wrist, they take off one of the bracelets that they made for the group with a glowing blue flower. And they just say, it's a bracelet of healing. I wanted to I wanted to send this to you, but I didn't know how. And just like in her hand is just going to place the bracelet.
She doesn't like take it. She's still just laying there with her hands up. You see her hand like twitch as if to grab it, but she stops.
Cersei's, would you allow me to heal you?
Your friend already. Still have some blood on me, but it's fine. I'm healed.
In a way. I'm sorry that I didn't.
They want you guys dead.
I'm not surprised. Do you agree with them?
No. I wanted to try and talk things out.
This is Makoto's hometown. She doesn't live too far away, and I think that we, as much as we are looking to heal the Fel, we are also taught that it is bad. It's pain and anguish and anger and despair.
She starts to sit up, kind of grabbing onto the bracelet a little roughly, not crushing it entirely, but not as gentle as she normally would be, and pushes herself up and finally looks over to you. Do you think I'm those things? I've got that in me.
I know you've got it in you. I don't think that's you. I have anger and pain and despair. I see how it takes my friends, and I see how it takes you. But I don't think that the solution is to add more of it into the world. Powering yourself with anger to avoid the pain of despair or loss. Have you ever heard the Fel talk?
She doesn't answer, but by her expression, you get the sense of yes.
I'm afraid that that is what they want to turn you into. You would be powerful with it. I saw my friend Giselle almost kill our guide because of her anger. She was more powerful than I have seen her. She was also terrifying. And she almost killed a friend of mine.
I think she just needs better control. Look at me. I don't want to fight you guys. I feel incredibly hurt by this. I tried to talk. I tried to tell you what's going on and why we're doing this. And I felt like your friends just want to kill me. Out of character, yes, I know this is like, I know.
Yeah.
But again, she is being emotionally manipulated and mildly brainwashed.
Back in the seat.
And yet, I have kept perfect control. And as she says this, like you see a little bit of that felt start to flare up around her face. her eyes just going completely black.
If it's control only lasts so long, if you heal it, and I think that they're going to hold out their hand, and I think just a little shriveled sprout is going to appear in their hand. And then they'll surround it with blue celestial light, and it will come back to life and start to bloom. Right now, your control is still there. But if you heal, you can bloom. You can be anything that you want to be. You can go where you want to go, move past things.
I don't need to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with this. I don't need to be healed.
Bria, I've seen through C2B's eyes what they're doing to you over there.
Training? You've seen how awful it is over there.
It is. It's awful. We want to heal it. Maybe if we team up, we could heal not just this side, we could heal Geis. Control gets you what you want for a little while. It makes you feel better. Makes you feel like your life isn't, like you don't have to lose people every second. But if you heal, then there's room to grow. There's room to flourish. There's room to be curious about things and allow people into your life. I'm not saying that you need to give up being angry or act like it never happened. What I'm saying is that I'd like to help you, not fix you. I'd like to see you flourish into who you want to be.
You can tell that throughout this conversation, as stubborn as she's been trying to fight back against this, your words have been getting through, even though these words keep coming out of her. And her brows are furrowed. The fell influence around her face is slowly starting to recede a bit. And she's just been looking down at the flower bracelet that she finally unclenched her hand around and is looking at the crumpled bracelet. Her expression softens a bit. She opens her mouth to say something. But at this point, I'm going to hand each of you a tasty little fate point. As you all of you in the immediate area, just hear some as it appears you have a guest who has been watching this for a little while from the shadows. out steps the devil, spinning his cane and then letting it float in the air so he can clap. What a touching scene, honestly. Brought a tear to my eye. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to take you back to our boss.
Cersei's
Just
going to
for-
step in front of Bria and make their hands super big.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going
Right,
anywhere with her.
I know you meant the root, but I just pictured like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Oh, they transform before to go into root.
Yeah.
That's why they're already.
I know, I just like... My brain.
It's just monkey. What is it? Is
Yeah.
that monkey D. Luffy?
Monkey D. Luffy, yeah. He just looks like, oh, so noble. Don't worry, we're not going to hurt her like you did. We're her allies, after all. Come on. And at this point, this pit is going to be summoned beneath Bria. And these little imp-like fell all start to spawn out and reach up and grab onto her. And in an instant, pull her down into it. And there's just this brief moment where she looks to you and reaches out. And for a moment, you finally see Bria. Not this manipulated, near brainwashed person who's been just spouting out words that she's been told, but this moment of pure regret before she is dragged under and the shadow just...
So she's just screaming no and trying to like dig into the dirt almost to like get to her.
Oh, isn't that cute? Well, enjoy the race. We'll see you there tomorrow. And with that, he grabs his little cane, gives it a twirl, and is going to bow. And then, of course, into the shadows. Don't forget to mark that extra fate point that I gave you all. And it's here that we're going to take our break.
Oh.
Doesn't this feel good, everybody?
Girlfriend.
It's so fun, though.
It's giving like Sora and Riku in the beginning of fucking
Yeah,
Hearts.
for sure. All right, see you guys in 10 minutes.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody, to Auriga Stars, where Bria just got kidnapped, repossessed, by Cyrus the Devil. Ooh, another nasty twink for the collection.
On my shit list.
Makoto has stomped off into the distance, leaving the rest of you to watch this scene. Now left with Cersei screaming, and the two generals now having disappeared into the shadows. And now it is silent, other than the screaming.
What kind of vaudeville circus clown was that?
I immediately go to Cersei. And I go and I don't touch them because I think that will freak them out more, but I'm just like sitting across from them. I'm like, Cersei. And I will just keep repeating your name until you stop moving and look at me. They're gone. How are her hands? How are their hands looking? Sorry.
I mean, the root one is definitely fine. I think that the right one is probably a little scratched up, and there's just like tears running down their face.
I think I
really
just.
thought.
Okay. Good. Sorry.
Oh, I really thought. I
just hold out my arms. There's nothing I can say.
Mm-hmm. I think if you allow, Cersei will kind of just toddle up to you and give you a hug.
Okay. I do not let go until Cersei moves. I don't say anything. I don't rock you. I just hold you.
Do you think they're still here? Or do you think Bria failed the test?
Is there a way to reach out and feel? I reach out with my fell connection.
Yeah! So, what exactly are you who are you trying to connect with? What information are you trying to gather, and how?
I am trying to use my curse to connect with the fell that is in Bria.
Okay. Are you trying to see through their eyes? Are you trying to feel her emotions, thoughts?
I'll take emotions. I am genuinely looking for just proof of life.
Okay.
In this moment, Giselle is genuinely not sure if Bria is still alive.
For sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll for this. Whatever you think is most appropriate. And based on that, we'll see how much information you get.
I think it's careful.
Yeah.
I think she's feeling so much right now that she is just like, she's also in that crisis manager mode that she has been in a lot in her life. So she is like, this is what I need to do right now. I'm also going to use a fate point on this to get a +2. So that's a 4 for a 6.
All right. With a 6, not only are you able to get that sense of life, you can immediately feel this wave of anxiety and fear, and any of those feelings of I'm doing right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, have been completely replaced with, oh God, are they going to kill me or are they going to do worse? And with a 6, I'll say that you through this connection and these like emotions and thoughts, you get a bit of an echo of what is being said to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely sounds like they definitely failed the test. But you get a lot of like, don't worry. What does that mean? How can I not worry about this? And what do you mean I'm still going to participate in the race? What is going to happen? Like, some concerning thoughts, but it definitely seems like for the moment, whatever hold they had on her has been broken, and she is just terrified. But she's safe.
Okay. I'm going to do something wild and we'll see if this works. I think I won't go too deeply into this. I think Giselle sends not images, but echoes and the aftermath, the evidence of the aftermath of her home life growing up to Bria. And it's not done with the intent to scare them, but it is a message that is being sent with the confession that Giselle has really struggled to like Bria because Bria left and had the courage to leave when Giselle didn't. She still isn't sure if it was the courage to stay or the courage to leave, but she didn't have the same thing Bria did until this was forced on her. And I think underneath that, though, is an undercurrent of empathy saying, if our roles were reversed, I would be where you are right now. And we will figure the rest out. But if you tell us where you are, we will come.
I'll keep the 6 roll for this. You feel this brief sensation, not of peace, but of quiet as this is being sort of processed. And you get a sense of a hand being reached out mentally, emotionally. And thought is, I'll see you tomorrow. Don't come here. You're muted.
Okay. I send Bria the sensation of being held the way I am holding Circe. And I cut the connection. Mm-hmm. And to you, Circe, I say they're safe. They're alive for now. We can try and save them tomorrow.
You're muted.
Okay. I gave them the bracelet. I didn't tell them what it does. But hopefully that will protect them for a while. We can do this tomorrow, so they're staying.
They're staying on this side at least for one more night.
Okay. We should let everybody know.
Circe.
Yeah.
C to B has been like hopped down and cuddled into you this entire time, trying to, you think, maybe comfort you, but at this point hops back and sits on your lap and looks up and gives a little chirp, and then is going to lift off and then flutter away.
Good boy. Good boy.
I think while this is happening,
Mhm.
Nico's being quite worried about Makoto, but is the cautious sort, so will take Rasai's hand and give it a squeeze and just almost like ask permission. I want to go and check on her,
Yeah,
or at least see where she's going.
I think that's a good idea. Do you want to go alone?
Probably not, just in case.
Okay. I'll just send a mental ping to Giselle about where we're going.
Be safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, Makoto,
Yes.
where is it that you have stomped off to?
See, that's the funny thing. I don't think she ever told y'all. So, Makoto, with almost the same speed of which she went and tackled Bria, is heading east out of the city. She's going home.
Yep. And with your speed, it doesn't take too long to actually get there, and you're able to see the fields that you once helped tend, the livestock.
I was
got
like,
there.
pastures? Yeah.
Pastures? Livestock? Yeah, something like that.
I got you.
Yeah, that you helped herd. And the few familiar buildings around. Quiet this night.
Yeah. And I think being in such a familiar space, she just burst through the door like she always would. And I assume it's just dark in here.
Yeah.
And I think she just kind of like she was telling Giselle not really that long ago on the floating islands. She just starts screaming in this empty, dark house by herself. Because she doesn't have any family. It's the one place she's felt safe, which now, after spending so much time with other people in dorms and everything, is just so lonely.
Yeah.
She's just screaming. Yeah. Because she can't do anything.
Mm-hmm. I think when we're looking for you, obviously can follow the big stompy footprints.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The craters
Easy.
left behind.
Yeah.
I don't think Nico is gonna like fly in to get super close, because I think they know that when they have had moments of quite extreme distress, they don't want anyone, but they're gonna reach out to you, and instead of using words, they were really anxious, shock, Pikachu face, when they first got there. And it's the first time they'd been around other people and in that close proximity and felt scared and didn't have their support network around them. And I think they're just going to send out the feeling of that first night that you came with blankets and tea and the way that you made them feel in that moment. And they're just going to try and send that feeling to you to let you know that they're there. And while I'm not putting an actual blanket around you, I am. Yeah. So that you know you're not alone.
And the thing is, Makoto doesn't know what to say. She's never really had the gift of communication and poise. And I think you just get a bunch of flashes of when she was younger and a small Makoto, well, smaller. And people always telling her, not berating her, but always just different people you don't recognize around this town that have always tried to teach her how to do things. And the moment that there was any kind of feelings that a kid would have, being told no over and over again just to be useful. And any time that I went beyond that, all the people are gone. And it's just flashes of this house by herself. And the moments where she's scared and she just has the fluffy blankets in a bed in a very familiar nest that you see around her all the time now, and what she does to all of you. Because this is the only way she feels better.
Yeah. And to kind of build on the feeling, they appreciated that, but they appreciate all of you, and that this has felt like found family, and the first time they've been able to make friends that just care about them and not what they could be. And so they'll just kind of ping it out to all of us. So we're all feeling it.
We are all feeling it.
Yeah.
Makoto, through your screaming and through feeling these shared emotions, you suddenly hear movement outside your home. And the shuffle of slippers through the dirt.
Yeah.
Before you hear an elderly woman's voice. Makoto?
Because at first I think because she's such in a heightened place, she turns
Yeah.
around, she's like, fight. And
Yeah.
and when she hears the voice, she'll,
Mhm.
I think is she in the door?
Yeah, you see this very plump elderly woman with her nightgown on and a very fuzzy shawl that's clearly made of like really nice wool. And she has like these tiny little spectacles on that she's trying to like see through, and is like, oh, whoa, just me, sweetie.
And I think you just see all the fight, like Nessa, she sees just all the fight go out of Makoto, and just almost kind of makes herself small, because Makoto's so big, there's definitely like a concavity to her body. And I think there's like a moment where she's like, she just wants to be hugged by Nessa and be a small kid again, but doesn't know how to, that awkward of just, I don't know what to do here.
Nessa immediately picks up on this and just shuffles in and throws her arms open and just goes, come here, it's okay, come here.
Poor Nessa is about to be half drenched in tears. just everything just let go. Yeah.
And she will sit down with you in this once empty room and build that little nest with you together and put her shawl over you, and
it's like this big.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And we'll just start off with like, you've been gone for so long. I thought I was dreaming when I heard you yelling. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, but well, here you are.
I'm sorry, Nessa.
No, don't you apologize. Like the lightest tap on the chin.
I think once she calms down, she'll turn on the lights. And even though this place is empty and everything is obviously like packed up, like the bed sheets were folded, it's not, it's probably dusty, but everything's put away. It's actually a really comfy, almost like level 1 hoarder space.
Mhm.
So all the lights are super warm and golden, and there's a very rustic charm to this place. And she kind of goes back into default mode of making tea, and she has Nessa's favorite tea there because Nessa's really been the only one that's
Yeah.
you know,
And
been
Nessa
affectionate
is
to
going
her.
to like waddle over and grab her hands and just be like, no, you sit down. You tell me whatever you want to tell me. Let me take care of you. Okay?
Okay. Sorry. Again, it's really late.
No,
Thank you for checking my place.
never apologize. I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
The girls have missed you too.
I bet. They haven't knocked you over, have they?
Anyways.
Nessa. And I even think because you were there, Nico, you hear a little bit of this too. Okay. Nessa, I keep doing the wrong thing. I didn't know, and I don't even know it's wrong till I see everyone else acting differently.
Oh, my dear. And she's like making tea as this happens.
I think even Dakota like just gently kind of goes and like just guides her like Nessa, you are old. No, please.
Yeah, she's just like, could you
Just-
reach the
Because like Makoto would have put all of Nessa's favorite things on the lowest shelf, you know?
Yeah.
But like
she's
it's just
trying to
like,
make you something, so of course she
Yep.
can't reach.
so
Yeah.
she's just like, I got you.
Uh-huh.
Just slowly putting it there.
Everybody makes mistakes, and what is life if not a series of mistakes that we learn from?
They seem to have their own shared understanding that I can't read. It's like we're all speaking the same language, but my words are in different orders where they don't make sense.
Have you talked to them? Friends? Fellow students?
I just ask questions, and it's never the reaction I expect or see with other people. So I'll ask a question, and they kind of just stare at me. And don't get me wrong, they explain, but it's not with the same, I don't know if it's emotion or what, when they talk to other people.
Well,
it's like I just don't, I don't get it.
We all are built quite differently and raised very differently, and that can of course lead to misunderstandings. I don't want to say easiest because it's often very difficult, but the best way to navigate it is communication. I know you already know this, but have you tried telling them how you feel about this? And she kind of like vaguely gestures because she has no idea what is being talked about. She's just like, whatever the issue is.
I'm trying the only way I can. I'm not good with words. But I just try to show them what it is. But I don't know. I'm afraid I won't ever get it right.
Oh, there's nothing to get right. Nobody's version of anything is right. I mean, the way you make tea isn't right. The way I make tea, well, is right, but
Well,
I
what
mean,
way do I
not to
do it?
you. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
There's a little panic. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is the only skill I have.
No, I am teasing. I'm sorry. That was in poor taste. I mean, to everybody's perception, right is different. There's nothing you can do to please everyone.
Nessa, how do people become wanted rather than needed?
Mm-mm. I don't know, dear. I think starting off with finding the right people. In this little village, well, everything is always work, work, work.
It's easier.
It is. But I need you. I want to have you around. I enjoy your company, so do the girls. You know. But I know that's not quite what I mean. Chickens are different than people.
Yeah. Just when you have a job or a place or I'm not sure how to say this. When you have a function, it's easy to make sure you're there to fill that. And when you see the gaps in what people need, it's so much easier just to do that. But my friends need help. They need support. I mean, one, their girlfriend is a nightmare. I'm trying real hard to be nice and help, but they were going to hurt people. And Nico, I think you get cut off at this point. And I can tell that the others are hurting, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. And then the one person that I really care about, even more than the others, she's obviously hurting, and I don't know how to ask her how to help her. You can't force help on people that don't want it. I don't know what to do.
That is a sad truth. Well, firstly, I would say you don't have to solve every problem. That's not your responsibility. Yes, it's good to be there for your friends and to support them. But if you can't fix a problem or if it's too much for you to bear, that's okay. I know our village would say otherwise, but emotional problems are different than physical labor.
It's easier.
It's easier. The fact that you have friends, you can all help each other bear these burdens together.
I don't want to be hurt. And I'm the one that's hurting them. I don't know what to do.
Do they know that you're there for them?
I try to make sure with my actions. I try to be first. I don't want them to be hit first. I don't want them to, like when Rasai doesn't want to go to class, but she needs to because she wants to do all these other things. Just make sure she's out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
And when people want to go talk to someone and they don't know how, make them food. That way they can have an activity. And when they're hurting, I just try to show them what I do.
Mm-hmm.
See if they can feel better.
Just remember, you also have to do this for yourself. Make sure you're taken care of too.
Okay.
It might help certain people. Communication is different between everyone. Sometimes doing things says enough. Sometimes people need to just be told face to face. Maybe just say, I'm here for you. Tell me if you need something. Or say to them, I need help. I'm struggling.
Definitely tried that first one. They won't open up to me.
It can take some time. Now, this person, is this... I'm not trying to pry, of course. I'm trying to understand the relationship so that I know what boundaries you guys have with... Are you dating?
I don't know.
That might be a good place to start.
I think she kind of flashes back to the last time she saw Giselle. Maybe later.
Well,
Sorry to keep up, Nessa.
don't apologize. I am worried about you. You're here in the middle of the night screaming your head off.
Yeah, that probably doesn't sound good, does it? Okay.
Is there anything
She kind of like leans down a little bit for her. Yeah. I can walk you back. I do feel better.
No.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you need that I can help with?
Just another hug. Be nice.
Always.
Yeah, she kind of like leans down, like, on one knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is the longest hug. And she tries to sway a little bit, but of course it's like...
Makoto would go with her. She's not
Yeah.
going to fight Nessa. Yeah.
And once you guys have had some time to sit there, cry it out, talk, relax, she will take you up on walking her back, and she'll make sure that you go and say hi to all of the chickens and, look at her garden, see how it's doing, all that kind of stuff.
And I'll tell her I bought some things at market for you. Your favorite stuff. I'll bring it by later.
Immediately, she just like brightens up and she's like, you got the good stuff.
I did.
Ah, you.
Good night, Nessa.
She holds a finger up, waddles inside, waddles back out, and hands you a bunch of eggs. A dozen.
Yes. Thank you.
It's not much, but food
It's perfect.
helps.
Yeah. And I think,
Well,
oh, go ahead.
no, she was just gonna be like, well, go on.
Oh, well. Good night, Nessa. Do I see Nico and Rasai still in the air, or have y'all left?
I think we like landed outside, just kind of like waiting for whenever. We're not right outside your door, like
What you doing? I think
yeah.
she walks back to her house, and it's not like a huge house, but it's fairly nice, just quaint. And we'll stop at the door. Do you want to see my place?
Yeah. I think Nico's going to untangle because they definitely needed a support hug for that. It's going to like fly over and land at you and just stop and look up because you're taller than them. And I'm going to lean into you Labrador style the way you do for them.
You hear a
just smile.
sniffle? Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on in. I have eggs if you're hungry.
Are you okay? I mean, are you going to be okay? Is maybe the better question.
Eventually. I've always been okay. And I think you see her kind of stop herself, like, I've always found my way back to okay.
It's okay to not be okay. And well, you've always helped me when I've not been okay.
I'll work on it. And I think, again, for one of the first times, you'll see the non-muted version of just, she was going to hurt my town. I couldn't.
Makoto, I don't think you were in the wrong.
Just sorry, I was so angry.
I get it. I do.
Just feel bad.
Makoto, are you feeling well enough to just have a chat right now?
If you let me make food and tea for you at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. The moment she says okay, she just immediately starts going.
Nika's gonna go and see what I can find to like make a blanket nest while you're doing it.
Oh, there is
just like following after Makoto, like, oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like there's a whole like giant wardrobe of just handmade blankets and just the comfiest, warmest, most comfortable things, and like just 2 full shelves of pillows. This place is built for comfort.
And I will say that Granny left her shawl here.
Oh no.
Intentionally on top of the like pillow pile that she built for you earlier.
Yeah. I think even Makoto would almost like, because it's not big enough for her to wear over her shoulders, but would like tie it on her arm and just have it there. And yeah, she's gonna make food.
Yeah, I guess Rasai will be kind of like leaning on like a doorway or a wall nearby. When you shared that rage earlier, that feeling, I got it. Like, I understood that feeling. And obviously the situation is different. But I'm sure it doesn't take a genius to realize that I was a bit different than everybody else when we first met. And in the short few months that we've known each other, you guys have irrevocably changed me.
In a good way?
In a good way.
Okay.
Makoto,
make sure.
especially you. A lot of emotion passes over Rasai's face as she's like about to say things out loud that she has never even like started to process in her brain. I never put much value in myself except for what I heard good feedback on when I grew up, and that was that I was better than everyone else. And that's what I became because that's what I felt safe in. I was aggressive. I was arrogant. I still am those things. But when we first met, you immediately just seemed to gain the heart of everybody else with your little gifts, your caring. And it wasn't like your gifts were the best thing in the world. Like they weren't like the best carved things I've ever seen. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. And everybody loved them. And I had negative feelings towards you, I'm not going to lie, because I felt threatened. I saw that I was beginning to see that my superficial facade that I put on was just that, and these people saw through it. And they loved you for who you were and what you offered. And I realized I didn't have anything that I offered. We started fighting the Fell, and I was okay with the fighting. That made sense to me because that's what I studied. That's like what I practiced was battle magic, and just I never did healing, and I didn't understand it because that's not something you can be the best at. And you immediately just threw caution to the wind and touched the Fell to your own detriment just to understand it.
Yeah, that really hurt.
Yeah, I bet
don't
it
think you
did.
should do that.
What I'm trying to say is I will always understand the first instinct to attack and defend and just destroy whatever the threat is immediately. But I had to learn that that's not always the correct solution, even if it feels right. And you're not in the wrong for feeling that way. But I had to learn to step back and think a little bit before I act, and to, put care into a situation I normally wouldn't. And I don't know if any of this is relatable to you at all or anything like that. I just wanted to say that I have really grown to appreciate you, Makoto.
There's a real struggle. Like her mouth opens a few times. She kind of puts the plates. By the way, she's making omelet rice, so there's a bunch of rice and omelets on top. And like herbs. It's really dressed up now that she has her full kitchen. But I think she walks up to you and just stands at her full height, but not in an intimidating way. Struggling to accept herself. Thank you. I'm honestly surprised that you've said more words to me than I think the entire time I've known you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was very difficult for me.
Yep, no,
It's nothing about you. It was me.
For the record, you are incredibly talented.
I know, but
Well,
I'm learning to be more.
Yeah. And I think we could both use balance. Because I actually think about everything I try to do. Most cases. That's why I try to ask for permission first. And the moment someone says yes, I just go. But I've always been told no. I've always been told just to be useful. But you don't really need feelings to do that. So, anyway. Can I hug you?
Yeah.
Okay. Like the really bad habit of the moment someone says yes.
Her back cracks a little bit. Oh,
While that's happening, Nico's for sure like stopped the nest making, is sitting like kicking their leg, he's just watching this, like crying a little, but like the biggest smile on their face while they watch this.
Are you close by, Nico? Like, kind of.
Mhm.
Sure, we're gonna say that you are. You absolutely just. Whoop.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, definitely a stronger hug than y'all would normally get, because usually she's trying to be more conscious of her size. And in this moment, y'all are just getting back cracks.
It's probably around now that those who would be making their way to catch up with Makoto and the others would be able to find this cozy little home with these three in a big old bear hug. Where is everybody at the moment? And by everybody, I mean the other two.
I think that if Giselle goes, Cersei would just follow. They are certainly reeling and plotting perhaps a little bit, but they want to make sure that everyone is okay because they have plans for tomorrow. And they're probably absent-mindedly, like, as they're shuffling along, like anywhere where there's a big Makoto step, there's like little purple flowers that are now shooting up out of the steps because they're just thinking about her and just
Me too, all the time.
Yeah.
All right. And Giselle, are you?
I'm so sorry. I can't hear Alta for some reason.
Oh,
At the current moment, she's asking what you were doing, if you were following, going towards Makoto and the rest.
Yes, I am. Sorry. Thank you. I join. I walk in. I look around at the empty home and the little creature comforts, and have recognized how it has been untouched since since Makoto left. And I think Giselle just well, when I walk in, I look at Makoto. Do you do anything, or do we just?
In hopes that y'all would be here, there's actually 5 plates of food and the drinks that I think y'all would like. And at this current moment, back cracking poor Rasai and Nico.
Oh, go ahead, Julia.
No, just y'all are about to get smushed, so if you don't want to, you better figure it out in 2 seconds.
I let you hug Cersei first. I like step back and let you hug Cersei.
Yeah, Cersei, I think, like, runs and it's like, yay, big bear hug, okay.
Yeah, and there is an absolute hesitation actually towards Giselle. Let me put that in there.
I think there's a long moment where we look at each other, and I think Giselle is the one who opens her arms and is very intentional about this hug and is I'm trying my best to, like, non-verbally communicate, like, no, right now I'm holding you. And she pulls you in and she holds you tight, and she like non-verbally invites you to put your weight on her.
I'll
honestly, what I think. Because the thing is, I think she's let you 3 go, but don't get me wrong, Cersei, you got back cracks. But I think Makoto legitimately will just walk up to you, and I think she even just falls to her knees to be shorter than you. And for the first time around all of you, allows herself to be very small and comfortable in this space that's hers. And you get a lot of tears.
Same with Circe, not rocking you, not like rubbing your back or patting your hair or giving any words or platitudes. She just holds you.
I think because she's really bad at communicating, you get another image of you talking to her. So you see yourself and saying, you know, it's done. Or whatever. I don't remember what you said when she got Bria. And there's just a fear and anger and just a mix of all the things at once. And it's actually a fear that Circe's going to hate her, and a fear that you don't like her, and that she messed up again.
I send back that I can't make any promises about Circe, but we love them and trust them. And I think you just get that. God, what is the word for this? It is an invitation and a request that you be a burden, that you let yourself be a burden to Giselle.
Not the acceptance.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
It is just give me you to carry. I can take it.
I think you actually even get a little request back of only if you do the same.
Okay.
You absolutely get picked up and then bone crushed a little bit. Just
Okay. Yay. Thank you.
just like a and then the twirl.
Yeah.
With it.
Yes. All right.
Jill-
I'm gonna
Jill-
read
Still
this.
lots of tears.
Nico and I can do like the double hug around Circe and just like
Just squish a little sandwich.
I really love you guys.
I
A lot.
love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Just normal about this group.
And I
For
think
record.
she even walks over to all the food she made, and it's
Yeah.
like almost a smorgasbord, but it's like Makoto portions for all of you. All the eggs
I
are
will eat
gone.
all of it.
Eggs. Good.
Y'all get
Yes.
a whole smorgasbord, and just
Yeah.
Makoto just sniffles a lot, and it's just the unfortunate, like tear stains, and like it's a really not pretty picture.
Coming down the nose and just
Smells
dripping.
good.
It's bad.
Nico's gonna look eyes with you, Makoto, and like say it to the group, but just say, I think it's important that we all hear that there are no bad or wrong actions in what we're doing here. None of us chose this, and we're doing our best. And it's the situation that sucks, not us. We're doing our best. I think some of you guys don't feel that sometimes, but
Yeah, that's how I feel. You're not wrong. And this is how I show that I love you. And I'm going to shove all this food and just drinks and like everything, and just go up to Circe and just kind of lean down. I'm sorry. Trying real hard to not like Bria, but want to help her. That's why I sent you the video of things we've done and offer to get her the good gifts, not the touristy gifts. And wanted to find a way to send thoughts and feelings, because I don't know how to don't know how to say things. But she went too far. This is my home. This motion to the house. This is the only place I feel safe. I can't let her take it from me.
I understand. And
I'll help you if you want it.
I have plans. I don't think she's lost, but I do think that the gorge is still in danger. And I think that if all goes well, we can save the gorge and save Bria. But I understand why you did what you did. And I don't blame you at all. Even if you don't know what you're doing or you're acting out of pain, doesn't make it okay to hurt other people.
No.
And I mean that for her, not you.
Thank you. And I think she walks over to, don't get me wrong, there are plants everywhere in this house. In all the windows, hanging from the ceiling. And I think she actually gives you this pitcher plant that she has. I know this is a little strange, but thank you. It's one of my favorites.
Oh,
Its name is Franklin.
Franklin.
Yeah. But it's a... Thank you. And she kind of stands up straight and like rolls her shoulders. She's just attempting to take Nessa's advice. Will you help me save this place? All of you.
Without hesitation.
Of course. I think she just cries. Just thank you. Yeah. The relief. Just
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that scene is a beautiful almost end to a season. But before we do, we are going to cut briefly over to the devil and the chariot.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just
Look at
getting
me
my
like-
paper towel ready.
Look
again.
at me like
That's
that.
great. This is how series ends. Give it to us.
Oh no.
All right.
Okay. I just have to talk like this. We see in what seems to be an abandoned building that has been partially taken over as a campsite of sorts. It looks like there's supplies that have been stored here, and gradually it's being turned into a what is the word I'm looking for? Long-term spot, I suppose. But we see Bria detransformed and currently still being held by these imp-like fell who have their arms almost cartoonishly stretched out and wrapped around her. And standing above her and walking circles around, just playing with his staff, is the devil, still transformed. And he goes, "We really had so much hope for you, but hope isn't lost. Don't speak. I was tasked with, well, fixing the problem that you made. And I can fix you, my dear don't worry. You do have so much potential after all. Now, I just need you to close your eyes. And he reaches down. And that is where we are going to end Season 2.
How does each season end with is Bria gonna be bad now?
So much
How
screaming.
does-
Okay.
how-
Alta, what the hell?
Cersei, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'm the one who didn't save her. It's fine.
Listen.
It's not your fault.
Overall, this is a story about the power of friendship and love and queerness and also slaughtering your enemies
Woo!
and emotional trauma. But don't worry, you can still save her. I just have to twist the knife a little bit more.
We're just
Cool.
gonna. Ooh, Cersei's gonna be killing that devil. This is. We're doing another murder. We're not saving this
for
one with power of
sure.
We're
friendship.
doing another
We're
murder.
doing another murder.
Listen,
Gotta do another murder.
Yes.
Yep.
Nico
yep.
meant
wanna
it when they
murder
were
him,
like,
you're gonna
"You
have
don't
to-
want to be where Leto was. Like, we are
Oh.
coming for you."
Yeah,
For
like there's
sure.
another. There's.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bad moon rising.
Yeah. Sorry. In the other game, the devil is one of the other games. The devil was also absolutely destroyed furiously by the party because he was the one who ended up taking somebody's life in the mine. So they were like, "Oh, we gotta kill him back." And one of the players, the one who has the dragon, just took his neck and just it was intense.
Yes.
It was so
Oh
good.
my
How many
gosh.
dragon players have used their teeth as a weapon?
Only like 2 out of 4.
Oh,
Jill, let's go.
man. Yeah.
Real
You need
ones know where it's
perfectly
at.
manicured talons for yours. Just
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can't forget the dragons have teeth.
yeah.
God. Yeah.
Also, gotta
Anyways,
let him know that you're dressed better. Just saying. Okay, bro.
I mean, you don't have to tell him. We all have eyes here. except for the
He's
dragon.
gotta
The
know
dragon
it
doesn't,
though.
but-
It was the what in the Harlequin circus freak fuck whatever. It
I don't
was
even
you
remember what I
guys.
said.
Everyone else was
So-
having a moment. Nico appreciates the insult.
It was good.
Get her.
Cyrus was designed by my beautiful and talented and handsome and incredibly twinkish partner, Eric. Ariel.
Yes.
Oh shit, what is hold on. Babe, what's your social?
I
I don't go on socials anymore.
Oh
That's hilarious, babe. What's your social? Quick.
Anyways, so that awful twink is by them. As soon as I get that up, I will. Okay, they say no. I guess I'm not going to advertise their great art and commissions. Anyways, beautiful art by them. Enjoy the devil. So, let's do some outros and then little announcements, and then we will see you all at some point for season 3. I am Altmirage, god of death and creation in this world. You can find me everywhere at Altmirage. I'm a professional DM and an artist who is behind on commissions, but I will open them eventually. That said, I have seats open in my games. Find me at startplaying.games at Altmirage. Homelu.
I'm playing one. It's a Zelda one. It's fantastic.
So good.
Hi everybody. I'm Emma, humbly on the internet. I use she, they pronouns. As for where you can find me, tomorrow is the finale for our podcast, Black Teeth. So do tune in. We will also be doing a QA very shortly afterwards, which will be hosted by Kate. Hey, very exciting. So check out the socials there. You can send in questions. We would love to answer them. Other than that, thirsty for Dragon Age content? Don't worry, I got you with 3 things. I will also be running on the Transmissions channel our Dragon Age story there, Blood and Lyrium. You may see me here for a Pride one shot that involves the crows, because the crows are want to be thirsty for something. and Teven Crows. And then late-ish midsummer, I guess, I'll be over on Valdria's channel for the final season 5 of the Dragon Age story over there in Darkness Unbroken. It's great. They're in Tevinter, and they just went through an Illuvian, and it's very exciting. Anyway, that's me. Dragon Age.
Yeah, Dragon Age is you. Jill.
Hello, I am Jill, also known as Ghosty JK. You can, I guess this is the end of my Mondays thing. Until next time.
For now.
For now. We'll be back. Rasai will be back. You can also see and hear me over on the transmissions on Tuesdays. I am in the Blood and Lyrium stream. You can also hear me in the podcast Black Teeth. Like Emma said, our finale is released very, very, very soon. So please give it a listen. Catch up if you haven't, because there are some fantastic, fantastic episodes leading up to it. I'm very proud of the one that I'm in. So yeah, just keep an eye out for any information there.
Torin.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity on most platforms. I'm playing Makoto Shauna, and just thank you all for the ride. This season has been rough, but good. And I also just personally apologize for the emotional damage I just spread.
Never apologize.
So sorry.
Keep that shit up.
I mostly made it to the chat, but yeah. Oh, man. As far as where you can find me most easily found is on Twitch at Torin Talks Creativity, where I do art, and I'm a voice actor, and I play video games and don't do it well, but I try. So yes, and also going to be in Blood and Lyrium tomorrow as a player, and then Secret Project may be released soon for podcasts, so please just check in on socials when we can do that. Thank you, everyone.
Exciting. Julia.
Hello, I'm Julia. I use they, she pronouns. This is the only thing I'm in currently, but hopefully that will be changing soon. We'll see. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at j_deluxe, and thank you for having me today.
Mwah. Kate.
Hello, I am Kate, also Kate Orange Sky 11 on Twitter and such. YouTube, if you're a big old nerd and like old Doctor Who and Sherlock and all that geeky stuff. This is the only thing that I am in at the moment. Very excited for when season 3 comes out. But like Emma said, if you want to come check out the live Q&A for Black Teeth, if you go onto Twitter or Blue Sky, whichever one you prefer, you can use the hashtag BlackTeethQNA, like the letter N-A, to send in your questions about the first season. It could be about your theories for the second season or anything that you want the cast or the storyteller to answer. And also, if you can make it, we'll be answering live questions as well. So it should be a good time. It starts at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. And that's it.
Yay. All right. And before we head off, a couple quick announcements. Our creator app is always open if you have a story you'd like to tell. We, Girls Run These Worlds, want to help you get it off the ground. Find more on our website, girlsruntheseworlds.com. Wednesday, bi-weekly at 8 p.m. Eastern, join our long-running anchor show for this sapphic homebrew world of ML Garth with Girls Run These Worlds founder Ryu as the dungeon mixtress of Roll for Luck Sparked. Thursday, 2 p.m. EST, join storyteller Ella for another episode of Rust. Saturday, 1 p.m. EST, join storyteller Shagik for the premiere of A Heart actual play, Unlost Unearthed. And keep an eye out on our socials for the rest of June for our Juneteenth and Pride games. Those will be announced very soon. And I don't believe we are rating anybody today, so we will see you next time. Thank you guys so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.